What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my first video on this channel. My name's Rippy D, and in today's video I competed in my first tournament on PC, which was the Friday Night Bragging Rights tournament. Recently I switched from console to PC to further pursue Fortnite competitive, so basically I just created this channel to document my journey, so hopefully in the near future I can get my first earnings from an official Fortnite tournament. Me and my trio, which was formed about 2 hours before the tournament, actually placed really well considering that we didn't have any chemistry, we hadn't played together at all, so you're going to want to stick around to see how we played and where we placed. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into game 1.
Alright, I got one. This is a dad joke. Why is Santa's balls? No.
What?
What the?
That's true. I got a better one. No, I got a better one. Why is Santa's sack so big? Because he only comes once a year.
Bro, oh my god.
What do you get when you miss Ninja and Cypher PK?
What?
Ninja doing step bro jokes.
Oh, bro.
I don't get that one. I can't lie.
Alright, you don't watch Cypher PK, that's fun.
No.
Alright, so game 1 we weren't contested off spawn, and we spent most of our mid game running around looking for teams, but most of the teams we fought just kept running until we found this team of 2 who we engaged in a fight with. As you can see here, we're just going up trying to get the high ground on these guys. I get up to the top and I just get a few shots off, just dealing a bit of damage here and there. And then I call my teammates to get to the top with me as well. One so I can splash, and then I call out that we should go from different angles, so while my 2 teammates pressure from one side, I come in the back here, and we just pinch them completely and pick up the easy free elims. Further on into the game, we run into this team that we want to fight, but zone is right on our backs, so I call out that we should just keep rotating because you should always prioritize positioning above all else. If these guys had managed to rotate in and then hold us, we could have been in big trouble because the teams at Sweaty would have also started looking at us. So I just call my team to come back and around this mountain. Alright, so then we run into a team in Sweaty and we just start boxing up. And something we're doing well is playing in multiple boxes. So you never want to confine yourself to just 1 or 2 boxes, you want to have multiple. The benefits of this is that you have automatic piece control on your opponents if they're going to push into your builds, meaning you can get cheeky angles and cheeky shots off. However, these guys managed to collapse on us from all different angles. We were pretty shambles. Just everyone was calling out, on me. It just wasn't a very good fight, so I try to get on out of there. Try to save my teammate here with the impulse, but doesn't end up working. Alright, so now we're chilling here in a nice spot, just waiting for the next zone to appear so we can early rotate. I see that we get zone here, so I start pushing away immediately just so we can stay ahead of zone. And we actually run into this guy, and I want you to listen to my comms here.
Yep, there's a player in here. Jamie, get to me. Jamie, get to me. Right here, Edison.
Kill him.
Dead.
Hold, it might be Max.
Alright, so as you saw there, I could have opened up right here, but I was calling to my teammate to get to me. And as soon as he got here, I opened it up, and it was an easy 2v1. Right now here, you can see I'm just tunneling us into zone, making sure we stay ahead of moving zones. Everyone is on the back of zone here, so they have the pressure of the zone behind them and players ahead shooting at them. So what you want to always do is stay ahead of zones, because it also gives you the opportunity to get height.
Start going up.
Reinforcement.
Everyone's got the same idea, right?
Yep.
I'm chilling here. Where about you?
I'm on top, I'm on height.
Coming off?
Alright, now we look down.
150.
Okay, so now we're just looking down, looking for picks. I'm trying to keep us ahead of zone because I am the IGL and Tarper in this team. So I'm just keeping us ahead, making sure we don't get pressured by zone, while at the same time trying to look down and get some tags. However, this game, I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't really hit my shots. Some people contested us for height, but we seemed to manage to hold it out for a while. Now here I realize I have like no mats, so I call out to my teammate to drop some, but that takes a little while, and in that time I get impulsed on and unfortunately go down. But I just want you to listen to my comms here.
Behind? Wait, what?
You got this.
Alright, so as you saw, I didn't throw a tantrum, I didn't rage. You should always stay calm because the last thing your teammate wants when they're trying to clutch is someone yelling at them.
You got this, man. You got
There's
this.
only 2 people left, just chill with us.
Bro, I fully believe in you. It's a 1v1v1.
Oh yeah.
Let them find third party. Right, go out. Try and get
Right,
that.
third party. He's dead,
Yeah.
he's dead. One person left. Just get a real pop shot. Nice, 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 nice!
Let's go, baby. $30 points. Wait, did one of you just drop?
Yes, I can go strong.
Drop.
Oh.
Weeping.
Actually,
No, that's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
So as you saw there, one of our teammates accidentally dropped, so we're forced to go weeping, but it's all good. I turn on my inner controller to get that kill, and we quickly wipes the rest of the team. Coming into the mid game here, we engage with this other team. This is my fault for not sticking with my trio. I was trying to play too much like a solo. I had this guy boxed and I called for my team to get to me, but I didn't give them enough time.
Cracked. Box. On me.
Oh, back.
One tap.
This is something that's hard when you have no chemistry with your trio. We were all pretty much just playing like solos, which is something we need to work on to play more as a trio. But that's all good, that's my fault for going down. Remember, don't blame your teammates for your death, because it could always be avoided. Alright, so now into the late game, I'm just trying to give them some tips and stuff, because I'm the IGL, just telling them where to rotate and when to rotate. So right here, they're both just looking back for frags. Something I did call out is that one of them should have kept moving forward, as you can see here.
Right, get ahead. Focus on ahead.
Why, that's good.
Focus on rotate.
The guy, shoot quick.
Trust me, focus on rotate.
Yeah. Can you rotate for us?
Yeah, I don't know. Shoot. I'm gonna have to impulse. I'm stuck in short.
The reason we died here is because they got stuck in zone and they were scuffed, they couldn't rotate, they were being focused a little bit, partially because I didn't call early enough to rotate, and because they didn't rotate themselves. But it is what it is. My teammate here kind of clutched up a little bit, got this kill but didn't end up getting the finish. That's all good. We move on to the next game. Game 4 I land and I see some guys late dropping, so I'm sort of heading in that direction, and then I see one person late land on the house right next to us. So I call out to my teammates to come to me instantly, so we can just 3v1 him and get him out of the lobby.
Put yellow. Push to me.
Yeah, push. I got 2 shotguns. Jamie, right, you got it.
So we're easily able to pick up this Elam because it's a 3v1. Little did we know at this point, but this was actually Tekma and his squad. Tekma is a pro player in OCE, he has about 5,000 earnings I think. I actually didn't do much, but it's okay because I had some really good teammates here that managed to clutch up. Now right here, we ended up dying because of miscommunication and not sticking together. We get this beam on this guy, and I think that we can push up and kill him in time. There's another team pushing from the side, but I think that if we all jump on him together, we can get him. However, me and Buzz are rushing these guys, but our other teammate is lacking behind, that he had someone on him. This just came down to miscommunication, and I guess a lack of chemistry. Game 5 we made the mistake of switching up our drop. We were falling behind on the leaderboard a bit, so we wanted to get some quick elims, some quick points to get back up on the top of the leaderboard. However, only one other team came here, which meant that this fight dragged on for ages. Each side was knocking one player and then they were getting rezzed, until finally they ended up taking me down and then the rest of my teammates. Alright, game 6 we have this one guy out here that we all push at the same time. Again, like game 4, we're just trying to single out the solo players and quickly kill them, just so it forces a 3v2. This fight actually goes on for a little longer than expected because one person was up on Doghouse and got a beam on me, but it's all good, so we eventually closed down the kills. The mid game was very chill, we only found this one team that we ended up killing, and then we get into late game. We're in the perfect position. I'm keeping us ahead and on high ground. However, I'm running out of mats and I'm in need of a refresh. But the player that had the most mats, unfortunately, gets headshot sniped. So yeah, that's all our mats gone, basically. So we're a bit stuck, and unlucky enough for us, we get a max pull zone. So we're sort of stuck. We managed to make it just barely, but then we're split. And I go down here, and my teammate goes down a little later. Game 7, we end up dying to the first team we get engaged with. That's just unlucky. Much like Game 7, we die again right off the bat. Game 9, we get into this fight right off spawn. I get this nice box on the player, but we aren't able to pick up the elim. Don't know what my aim was doing here. It was just having a day off, I guess. This game was a W key game because we were trying to watch our time so that we could make sure we could queue up for our 10th game, which leaves me to 1v3 this team. Don't really know what they're doing. If all three of us were alive, we definitely could have taken them out here. Even if I had a little more mats, I possibly could have done it myself, but this is quite funny here. I'm just going for the thirst while his teammate's shooting straight at me. As you can see, I run out of mats. Just trying to play this right hand peek here, but that's all good, so I go down. For our final game, we end up dying off spawn, which is kind of unlucky. We went from like super hyped from getting that last minute queue to just dead. We ended up placing 145th, which is really good since we were put together last minute. By the time this video goes up, I would have already played the Squads Flores Lava tournament, which I don't want to spoil anything, but we ended up placing within the top 30. So you're going to want to stick around for that video because we popped off. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.